Hey folks, doing a live stream this morning. Let me just tell you, this week has killed me this week, but in a good way. I have put in no less than 12 hours a day since Sunday. And this is just how it's going. This is launch week for VoiceOver Fast Track. And I tell you what, you guys are completely awesome. One of the great things that has happened, actually, since yesterday, this time yesterday or last evening, my subscriber count on YouTube, my YouTube channel has hit 500 subscribers. So I completely thank all of you guys for that. It's all because of you. And hopefully a little bit due to the content that I produce on a weekly basis. It's, producing these YouTube videos for you guys is really, really fun for me. It's in my element. It really gets me going. I can tell you that. It very, very much gets me going. And to reach that 500 subscriber milestone in less than 3 months. I mean, I started doing these, daily or whatever YouTube videos back on April 3rd. I started the YouTube channel about a year ago, but I never really did anything with it. On April 3rd, I had about 100 some odd subscribers, really low. And then I started hitting the YouTube video thing every day and producing content and looking to really provide you guys with some value. And here we are, the 29th day of June. And on yesterday, which was the 28th for me here in Milwaukee, 500 subscribers. I am completely blown away at the success of the YouTube channel, and it's all due to you guys. And I thoroughly thank you. I can't thank you enough for the support. I see Chris online. Chris, you're everywhere I am. You're always commenting. I love you, brah, for real. Chris, in one of his videos that he made for me, Chris mentioned that he was my biggest fan. And as far as I can tell, Chris, you are, because you show up to everything, you comment on everything, and that's one of the things that really makes all of this so much fun for me. Hey Carlos, hey Nick, what's up, man? Good to see you too. All you guys that came in to watch this live stream. This is it's a special live stream for me that I'm doing today. Of course, as always, I would love to take your questions, and I will do that. But I want to get out some information this morning that's coming. One of the big things that has happened with all of this stuff surrounding Steps to VoiceOver Success, as well as now VoiceOver Fast Track, which you probably see at the bottom there. You can go ahead and get 30 days for free. One of the big things that is coming out of this is my podcast now. Some of you may know, some of you may not know that I do a podcast every Wednesday. It's audio. It's an audio podcast, so you can listen to it on the go. You can listen to it at the gym, walking the dog, cleaning the house, whatever it is that you're doing. Some people like really to dig into the YouTube content, but I also know that there's a segment of people that just want to have their earbuds in and be doing other things or have it playing off in the distance or whatever. So the audio basically podcast that I do, which is not just a repeat of my YouTube videos, but I actually sit here right now. I actually sit here and make an audio podcast and produce that every Wednesday. One of the things that happened, and I'll share this with you. Let me see if I can share my screen here, my window capture. We're on iTunes now, or I'm on iTunes now. And if you have an iPhone, if you're a Mac person, and you want to get this info, all you've got to do is, look right here. Look me up on iTunes, subscribe to the channel, go ahead and leave me a review. On iTunes, reviews are king. So if you can leave me a review on iTunes, you have no idea how much I would appreciate it. It just got accepted into iTunes on yesterday. And so we're there on iTunes for all of you folks that want to go ahead and subscribe. I waited until I got my fourth podcast done, because one of the suggestions they say in iTunes is, have a couple of podcasts already done, and to kind of give people something to listen to before you put your program, or your podcast rather, into iTunes. So if all of you could go, any of you that have iTunes, iPhone in particular, please go here, look me up on iTunes, and definitely subscribe to the channel there. Now, also, what's a good thing is that we've got it on Google Play. Google Play, let me see if I can't move this over a bit so you can see Google Play. There you go. On Google Play, we're there too. We just got submitted to Google Play yesterday. So if you're a Google Play person, an Android person, this would be a great place for you to go and go ahead and subscribe to the channel for me there. I would definitely appreciate that. Now, the way that I produce the podcast is through this little channel called Spreaker. So you can also go to Spreaker if you're a Spreaker user. This is actually where I produce the content. So the content will actually be here first before it's anywhere else. And you can already see we've got 347 plays, 4 downloads, and you can do all that. You can go to Spreaker, you can download the audio directly to your phone or your device or your computer, and you can listen to it there as well. So that's one of the big things that I'm looking at promoting, is the podcast for you guys each and every week. Now, some of you that are members of Steps to Voiceover Success, I've got the podcasts right there on the website. You can see in the link right here where it says podcast, In the Booth with Earl Hall. And you can go ahead and right there from the page, if you want to subscribe to it on iTunes, you can definitely do that right from the page. If you want to subscribe to it on Spreaker or on Google Play, you can do it from there as well. So I've got it all set up, and obviously over here you got my latest YouTube video, which is the episode I did yesterday, because when I produce the episodes, I automatically upload those to YouTube as well. So at any rate, I hope that you guys go ahead and support me there as well. I definitely thank you already for doing that, because I know many of you I already know, Chris, you're going to be doing it. So Chris just follows me everywhere. I absolutely love this guy. He does a lot to support the channel, and everyone that supports me, I definitely want to give back and support as much as I can. One of the things keep happening this week. I mean, putting in these 12-hour days every day this week since Sunday, and really digging in to do as much as I can to basically give back to you guys. And that's what it's all about. And particularly at VoiceOver Fast Track, it's one of those things that it's one of those places that I've created because it's been asked for. If you have not seen, and let me just see here, I'll go back and share my screen with you again. If you guys have not seen this page on stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, basically you can go there. You're going to see the link for VoiceOver Fast Track right in the links at the top. This is the page, excuse me. This is the page that I'm sending people to in order for them to find out more about VoiceOver Fast Track. It's open for another 2 days. Well, you can see it's the countdown clock as far as what's going on. Right now, what it is that I'm doing is I'm giving 30 days free. You don't pay unless you get results. Limited time offer. Basically, you can get in now for $47 a month, and you get the first 30 days free. So you get a chance to check out what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm teaching, how it is that I'm teaching it, all that great stuff. And you don't get billed unless, if you want to cancel, you can cancel. I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of this video. Many of you may have seen it, some of you may have not, but this is my whole premise. Okay, Mr. Fancy Voiceover Coach, if all of your great coaching is going to work so well, why can't I pay you after I'm making money? If your voiceover coaching program works so great, why do you want $400, $600, $1,000 up front? Oh yeah, You'll give me my money back in 30 days if I don't like it, but why do I have to give you any money at all? Why can't you just let me get in your program, see if it works, and if it works, then I'll pay you? I mean, isn't that how it ought to be? Let's just be honest. If we knew that something worked, we'd have no issue at all about paying money for it. But so many times we've got all of these different coaching programs out here. Okay, if you want to go to the page and see that whole video and kind of go through everything that I have there, testimonials from people that are already in the group, what you're going to get with this. We've got the testimonial here. This guy here, this Chris guy, oh man. Anthony Pica did a live stream with me on this past Sunday talking about how he used my strategies in order to get basically money by utilizing my strategies to get ACX book deals. Some of you are familiar with ACX. It's, a partner with Amazon. If you're a voiceover artist in the US, you can go ahead and get, signed up with that and start making money. But Chris did a very, very good live stream on that. I may be sharing that, but if you want to actually see the strategies that I've worked out with that, you can check them out on stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. If you are a member, it's free to join there. You never pay to be a member of stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. So we go through a bunch of different things in the on the page here to kind of let you see what it is that I've got going. And once again, it's 30 days for free. And get in there. If you like it, stay. If you don't, cancel or shoot me over an email that, lets me know, well, hey, this isn't working for me. I want to do something else. Hey, Jay, it's all fine and good. My whole thing behind this thing with voiceover, in particular voiceover coaching, if your program, again, if your program is all that, why do you need upfront money? Let me in. Let me see if it works for me. And let me decide if I want to pay you for it. That's the whole premise behind VoiceOver Fast Track. So I'm going to encourage each and every one of you. There's the link right here. It's stepstovoiceoversuccess.com/VOFT. Check that page out, and you're going to see all the amazing things that I want to bring to the table for the voiceover artists that are out there. Anyone, is there anyone on right now? I know Chris is on. I think, Nick, are you a member of VOFT in the private Facebook group? If you are a member on right now of VoiceOver Fast Track, put in the comments what you think so far, because you guys are the guys that have gotten in early, even though we don't launch officially until Saturday. That's why I've got to get me some sleep before Saturday. But if any of you guys that are in this live stream right now, I would love for you to put a comment in about what you have thought so far, or what you think so far about being a member of that private Facebook group for VoiceOver Fast Track, and if it's being helpful to you. I love that feedback. Always want that feedback. Always want the feedback on, hey, can I make it better? How do I make it better? What are your suggestions? What are you thinking? But I would love to know, for everyone that's on this live stream right now live, go ahead and put in the comment section what you think about the Facebook group that you're in, the private Facebook group for VoiceOver Fast Track. And thank you so much for that. So many things are going on, and so many different things are happening. One of the things that is continually being proven out are a lot of the things that I think already about where voiceover goes, where voiceover is going. And I talk about in that video for VoiceOver Fast Track. In that video, I talk about marketing for 2020 and beyond. So much of the stuff that we get, whether you watch other things on YouTube or things like that, so much of the information that we get, it's old, man. It's antiquated. It's that old, like 10, 20 years old, as far as how to build your voiceover business. So many people, I'm going to say this, so many people concentrate. Hey, Jedi Lori, I did see you signed up yesterday, and I hope you've gotten in the group. I think I saw something come through, and I approved you to be in the Facebook group. But as I was saying, all this information, so much of the information that we get on YouTube or Google, if you're searching for how to build your voiceover business, it's like it's pie in the sky. It's at like this 30,000 foot view. Hey, Lori, hold on. Let me share my screen here. This is amazing. Okay, Lori just asked to join. And so what I'm doing right now, Lori asked to join the group, VoiceOver Fast Track. There you are, Lori. Oh, what a cute picture. You are approved. Boom! Lori is in VoiceOver Fast Track. So now she's going to be able to go and get in the group and see exactly what it is that it's all about and everything else. And so I'm glad to, it's fun to be able to do stuff live and actually have people see it happening as it happens. But anyway, when you are looking to grow your voiceover business, oh, thanks, Nick. He just put up a comment. Yeah, sure I am. It's extremely helpful and interactive. Earl and others help out and encourage your progress, give you tips, and also the live stream and the groups are great. Let me go back. I got to hit some of the stuff that Nick just said in his comment there, because I think it's one of the big things about being a member of VoiceOver Fast Track. This is not, let me tell you what it's not and then get into more of what it is. So many coaching programs, they tout, be a member of our private Facebook group. And it's all fine and good. And it's great to be a member of a community of like-minded people. But what I've seen so many times in some of the coaching programs that talk about being a member of the Facebook group, it's like a secondary thing. Whereas for me, even though I'm going to be building out a website just for you folks, the website is secondary to me. The Facebook group is primary to me. Because in that Facebook group, just like Nick mentioned, I can do a live stream just like I'm doing right now, which I will be doing every Thursday and Saturday. Again, we kick off Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, with the first official live stream of the group. We had an unofficial impromptu live stream on Sunday to do that teaching with, why can't I call his name now? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Anthony Pica, that's what it is. Anthony Pica, who did a great session on how he utilized my strategies for getting work on ACX. But here's the thing. In this Facebook group, it's so much more than you just being a member of the group and going in there asking questions and hoping someone responds. And that's a lot of what a lot of these different Facebook groups are about. And I didn't want a Facebook group like that. So I didn't make one like that. Every Thursday and Saturday, I do a live stream. Obviously, you can comment in the comment section. You can ask questions and everything like that. But also, with that, when you have a question on the topics that we're talking about for that day, I have it hooked up so that you can call me live right there. All you have to do is, load up your Skype, log into your Skype account, and I'll call you. I'm going to set up a little thing where, you'll put in something like #question, and I'll see that, so I'll know to call you. So make sure that you're connected with me on Skype. That's extremely important, and that's one of the biggest values that I'm going to be able to give twice a week, is that it's not about you just coming in and typing in something or whatever, because a lot of things get lost in the translation when you do that, when you're trying to ask a question of someone that's a coach or something like that, and then the coach trying to really understand what it is that you're asking and type in an answer or answer it, via the live stream or whatever. But so much gets lost, and I've seen it. I've seen it over and over. Someone will ask a question, and the coach or the person doing the live stream will say, "Well, I'm not sure really what you mean. Can you be a little bit more, give me a little bit more information, blah, blah, blah." So I want to cut out all of that. When you have a question in VoiceOver Fast Track, and I'll obviously try and get to as many people as I can, and as this grows, it's going to be harder and harder for me to do. That's why I've set aside 1 to 3 hours on Thursday and Saturday to be able to do this. Right now, I think, let me just go here and see. There are, let me go back to, I'm looking in the group here. Right now, we have 20 people that have signed up for VoiceOver Fast Track in the pre-launch. So the launch starts heavy today as well as tomorrow going into Saturday. And again, right now, it's always going to be 30 days free. But right now, after your 30 days, it's only $47 a month. Come Saturday, that's changing to $97. So if you're even thinking a little bit about getting involved with VoiceOver Fast Track, do that now. No risk on your part at all. Now, in VoiceOver Fast Track, again, as I was saying, one of the great benefits and that I think is going to bring so much value is you being able to literally have direct connection with me. Me being able to answer your questions to help you faster, to help you move faster in what it is that you're doing. That's why I want to do it twice a week. And don't worry, if you're not able to be on the live stream, it's recorded. It's going to be right there in the group. You can still ask questions on that live stream that I'll see and I'll be able to go back and answer or address in the next live stream that we have coming up. This thing of being able to take your questions live on the phone, on Skype, it's video Skype. Make sure that if you're going to I want this interactive. I want to be able to see you. So if you have Skype or when you get Skype, make sure that your webcam's set up because I don't want to take just regular old calls. I want to see you just like you want to see me. I want to see you and I want the group to see you. And we're going to go through what it is that your question is right there live. I'm telling you, there is no other Facebook group or coaching program. There's nothing that is doing this. It's just not. And the other benefit that you're going to get, one of the other benefits as well, is that you're not only going to be able to follow my journey as I'm telling you what I'm doing this week, what I did today in order to get more voiceover work, you're going to hear what everyone else is doing as well. We're going to be able to dive in like a really, really special, hard-hitting mastermind group that we're going to help each other through this whole thing because I can bring some things to the table, but look, some of you guys are crushing it in some areas too, just like Anthony Pica. That's why I brought him on to do that live stream to teach you guys how he utilized my strategy to start crushing it on ACX. There are going to be some strategies that you guys see that you grab a hold to that I teach. You're going to start crushing it. I want to bring you guys on. This is so much more this will be so much more interactive than anything else. I don't want to be the only rock star here. As they say, Anthony's become a rock star. You're going to be able to become a rock star when you show that the strategies that you use and you show how they're working for you and why, and I'm able to bring you in so that you can teach others as well. This is about all of us growing together. And it's so funny. I mean, this weekend, obviously in the U.S., this is the 4th of July weekend. And so it's Independence Weekend. And so what I'm going to be dubbing this every single year, this time of year, it's Independence Weekend because it's about you becoming independent. It's about you quitting that full-time job and being a full-time voiceover artist, making some great income from that. This is what all of this is going to be about for VoiceOver Fast Track. So I want to make sure that you're able to get in and participate in a way that you will never have access to anywhere else. No one's going to follow me on this. I just don't believe anyone's going to take the time out to invest in you what I'm going to invest in you. My whole premise is to give you way much more than the money that you pay me. And that's why it was very important to me, even in that video that I showed you earlier, and you can see that video right at the web link that's down at the bottom there, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com/VOFT. My whole premise is, look, don't pay me if I'm not giving you any results. That's the thing. That's why I want you to get into VoiceOver Fast Track, do the 30 days for free. And if you decide this is not the thing that you want, here's what I think is going to happen. Some people, especially after Saturday, when I do this first live stream, people are going to discover how much work this is because this is not get rich quick. Voiceover is hard work when it comes to getting clients. And one of the things that I've began teaching in the past 2 weeks and will be heavy on in VoiceOver Fast Track is the fact that your number one job is not being a great voiceover artist. Your number one job is getting voiceover clients. Period. Your number one job is getting voiceover clients. And if you can't, I don't care how good you are, if you can't get clients, you're dead in the water. You could be a mediocre voiceover artist, but understand marketing way better than someone that is a really good voiceover artist and actually get more work than them because you understand the marketing process. And so the main thing, obviously, that we're going to be talking about in VoiceOver Fast Track every single week is, what do I need to do right now to start getting more voiceover work? That's the premise. Because if I can't help you get work, I am not worth my salt. And I firmly believe that. And so these are the things that we're going to be discussing in VoiceOver Fast Track. If anyone has a question about VOFT, that's just what I call VoiceOver Fast Track, go ahead and let me know in the comments. You can put that in there now. With that, I'm just thinking here. No, I don't want to do that. I was going to do something else. One of the things that has come up through, can you see? I have not shaved my head in 3 days, and I have not shaved. I've been working. I've definitely been balls to the wall with this thing. One of the things that has come up, and I'm pulling something up here on my smartphone. It was an email literally that I got this morning that started proving out a concept that I had. And with everything that's happening, this I see is coming to fruition. So many people have asked about demos and things of that nature, which is good. Make sure that you continue to ask questions about your demos. But one of the things that I started doing, because I do act as an agent for about 3 different voiceover artists, and that will grow. I'm trying to see if any of them are in here. No, I don't think any of them are in the live stream right now, at least not that have commented. But as I move forward, I'm going to be pulling in more people to be a part of Earl Hall Studio, which is my talent agency for voiceover. Some of you know that I do that. Some of you don't. It's not something that I publicize a lot. But I have gotten them work. So I suggest, when people have sent me emails, hey, here's my demo, I've become very disinterested in getting demos from anyone that has background music in it. I just want to hear your raw voice. I want to hear everything. I want to hear how you've processed it. I want to hear that you understand how to process it, and all that comes through in the audio that's there. And so anyway, I get this email this morning, literally a couple hours ago. It's only 7:55 a.m. here right now. So I get this email, which totally blew my mind. Hello, Earl. Namaste from India. I am Maruti Shinde from, and he names his company. I'm not going to tell you his company because I don't want you sending them emails. We deal in translation and voiceover in international languages. We provide multilingual voiceovers for e-learning, IVR, documentaries, corporate films, TV and radio commercials, audiobooks, etc. And therefore, we sometimes need voices in American English from the U.S. Hence, I request you to please send me a few of your voice samples, 30 to 60 seconds, in different genres without music, in MP3 or WAV format. If you also have voice samples of your male or female colleagues, friends, we request you to send those samples as well. We will check your samples and call you back once we have a suitable project for you. We'd like to request you to give us your mobile number and Skype ID, if any, for effective communication. We pay through PayPal, Skrill, Western Union, MoneyGram, or bank transfer, and 15 to 20 days of delivery. So look forward to hearing from you soon. Best wishes, Maruti Shinde. My premise is beginning to be proven that the whole production of your demo, I mean, I'm not telling you to stop producing demos with background music and things of that nature, but what I think is being understood from many perspectives is that your voice is the actual thing that gets you over. How you produce that voice is the actual thing that gets you over. And so when I got this email this morning, I haven't responded to it yet, but obviously I will. I'm wondering how they found me. And that's a whole nother thing about being discovered, quote unquote, discovered. When you're on different platforms and in different medias like I am, I mean, you guys know I do the YouTube thing. I'm all over Facebook. I have an Instagram account, so I never know how someone's going to find me. But one of the things that I found is that a lot of people do find me through the different coaching that I do, but they then go to my website, which is just earlhallstudio.com, and they look at what I have available there, and they make a decision. This guy from India with this company made a decision to email me this morning. And these things can happen to you. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about in VoiceOver Fast Track is the whole thing around, look, you got to get out there. You've got to be out there. I don't think it's by any stretch of the imagination that people find me because of my YouTube channel. Even though I don't do voiceover, quote unquote, but I coach or consult with voiceover. And so they find that and they do their own research. They find me on Instagram. They see the different things I do there. They find me on Twitter, Facebook. It's like if you're not in these different platforms and showing what it is that you do, and sometimes that can be kind of difficult. And I understand that because being a voiceover artist, it's like, how do you promote yourself as a voiceover artist on social media? Well, that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about in VoiceOver Fast Track, because I've struggled over the years with, how many demos can I put up on YouTube, or how many demos or auditions, that I've done or jobs that I've won can I put up on, Facebook? It's like, is anybody really listening to that? And so I think that one of the big things that has helped me is doing these YouTube videos and doing these live streams where people actually see me. Even though people may be in the live stream, they may not comment. They may just look. They may just listen to the recorded version of this after YouTube puts it up. But at any rate, it is important for you to be on social media and find a way for you to be on social media. One of the things that I believe, and I'm beginning to believe this more and more now, is that a lot of you need to be in the coaching space. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to put it out that way. There's a particular skill that you may have in voiceover that you need to be teaching. You need to develop a YouTube channel and teach that. You need to develop, Facebook groups and talk about the different things that you're able to do in voiceover, not just the fact that you can pop up a demo and have someone listen to a demo. The thing that I think most people don't understand, or I think people ought to start getting more, especially in this social media world that we live in, is that you're the product. It's not your logo. It's not your website. It's nothing like that. I mean, I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but I don't mind getting on camera. People, just like you guys have followed me for a reason. And it's beyond, obviously, my great looks. But it's about a personality, and people connect with that. And that's what people buy. People buy who you are. What was this great thing? I can't remember the guy's name, but he did a TED Talk. And he said, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. That is the thing. And I think that many of you have connected with that as far as my why. My why for this whole thing may be different from what you think my why is, but you've put a why on me as far as why I do this. So I'll tell you why I do this. I do this because I got sick and tired from the very first day, 10 years ago, about that long ago, where I got into voiceover and could not get some really good information on how to grow. That's it. I got ticked off. And as I became more and more successful, I was like, you know what? They're still teaching the same crap they did when I started 10 years ago. There's a new way. There's a new era in voiceover. And I firmly believe that. What I'm teaching is all about a movement. This is a movement that is going to show you how to build your voiceover business. Not about some crappy stuff about whatever somebody's trying to teach, pie in the sky stuff that doesn't work. I want to get down to the nitty gritty and show you what I'm doing every freaking day. You're going to share what you're doing every day, and we're going to come together in this. It's just a beautiful mastermind. That is VoiceOver Fast Track, and I think it is going to be the thing that is going to help so many people, self-included, because I'm going to learn a lot from you guys as well. There's something that you're going to say that's going to spark something in me, just like there's something that I say that sparks something in you, and I think this is going to make a difference. All right, I have been on for about, how long have I been on? It's been a little while, hasn't it? It's been a little while. Maybe about an hour or so. I don't know. I've been talking a lot. I talk a lot. So, anyway, before I sign off, I always leave space for questions. So if you have a question, now's the time to ask it because I'm about to go offline. So if you don't ask any questions, I'm just going to go with that. But I definitely want to thank Chris. I want to thank Carlos. I want to thank Nick. I want to thank Jay. I want to thank Jedi Lori. I want to thank Chris. All right, those are all the folks that have put comments in there. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks so much for just everything. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if you guys weren't interested in it. It would just be a non-issue, quite frankly. But again, I'm saying one of the most encouraging things that has happened this week is I broke that milestone as far as YouTube subscribers. Now at 500 YouTube subscribers. It speaks volumes to me in regards to what's being useful, what is actually useful for folks out there. So, well, it doesn't look like anyone has any questions. So maybe my content was just that spot on. I just answered all of your questions. But at any time, you can always shoot me an email. If you do have a question, the way to do that is just shoot me an email at earlhallvo@gmail.com, and in the subject line, just put VO question, and that'll go into a special folder that I have. So I know that I have to look at that and take a look at the questions that you have. Make sure that if you're not signed up for VoiceOver Fast Track, get in today, get in now. You get 30 days free. It's going to be $47 up into $47 a month after that 30 days. You can cancel anytime. You don't have to stay in for a certain length of time. This is just month to month, 30 days free. Then after that, you pay month to month. When you don't think you need it anymore, you can go ahead and get out of the group. It's not a big deal with that. But I want you to get in now because Saturday, it's $97 a month for anyone that wants to come in. So get in now while it's still at the reduced rate if you're not in already, and we'll take it from there. Cheers, Nick. Thanks so much. And you guys have an awesome and amazing day. And hopefully I'll see you on my live stream inside of VoiceOver Fast Track on Saturday. So you guys have a great one, and I'll see you soon. God bless.